Atlanta Falcons peach burger. I've got a saucepan over medium heat here. We're going to start with our onions. I've got a whole sweet onion. If you get the Vidalias in season, this is absolutely perfect recipe to do with them. And a little bit of olive oil in the pan. And then I'm also going to add about half of a chopped jalapeno. I just kind of took off the sides. I left the seeds. We're going to cook this down with a little bit of salt and pepper for about 25 minutes. All right, so along with our burger with the peach jalapeno sauce, that's going to be an awfully sweet sauce, so I want to get some salty elements on the burger. And what I've got here is a little bit of prosciutto, which is just a glorious, wonderful ham. You could do this with bacon. I'm using prosciutto because I think it's going to taste and look very, very cool. Couple sheets here. I'm going to fry off quickly a little bit of olive oil and create essentially a like a prosciutto crisp. It's only going to take about 30 seconds, well 30 seconds aside or so, about a minute to get these nice and crispy. Okay, so after 45 seconds or so, we're just going to flip them over, fry the other side, just as you would bacon, but these guys are so thin, they're going to cook awfully quick. Okay, so I think that's about it. That's all this is going to require. Just like bacon, it's going to crisp up. I'm going to take it off the pan, let it drain on a paper towel. All right, so you can see how cooked down my onions are now. I'm starting to get those brown, yummy bits on the bottom of the pan. I'm just going to deglaze this. Actually, I'm not going to deglaze that. I'm crazy. I'm going to throw in my peaches here. Now, if you got fresh peaches, all the better. But I actually find canned works really well. I just took them out of the can, gave them a coarse chop, and I'm just going to let them cook down in the onions. I'm going to do that for about 5 minutes or so, then we'll come back and add our wine. All right, so now it's time to come in and deglaze with just a little bit of wine. I want enough moisture in the pan so that I can go back and scrape up all those yummy bits that have fallen down on the bottom. It helps to kind of blend all the flavors as well. And then once this cooks down again, I'm just going to let this reduce for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to come back and finish it off with a little bit of traditional, in air quotes, barbecue sauce. All right, so you can see now our onions are reduced down completely. The wine is pretty much gone, but we're still left with some of that absolutely wonderful flavor. Now to finish this off, I'm just going to use a little bit of plain old jarred barbecue sauce, and this kind of brings in a little bit more flavor, a little bit more of that traditional barbecue sauce feel. I think maybe I need a little bit more. I'll grab some off camera, throw it on there. It's really kind of a judgment call. Use as much or as little as you want. And I'm going to go ahead and just let this simmer one more time for about 10 minutes. It's time to start cooking our burger. Okay, so our peach barbecue sauce is essentially done. I'm just keeping it on low back here. Our prosciutto little fry-offs are done. So, time to cook our burger. I got a beef patty, salt and pepper on both sides. Brought it up to room temperature. And we're just going to sear it off quickly on the stovetop, about 2 minutes per side. All right, it's been about 2 minutes or so. I've got this first side seared off, so we're going to go ahead and sear off the second. Now, I mentioned the prosciutto as a salty element. I'm going to add another salty element for cheese on the burger. I'm actually going to use some feta cheese that I just crumbled up. I'm going to top it. Feta cheese doesn't melt all that well, but that's all right because we're going to top this with our sauce, and that's going to hold it together. I am still going to take a lid and just cover the burger while it cooks to get the little bit of melting that I can on there. It's going to take about 2 more minutes on this side. All right, another 2 minutes or so. Our burger is going to be cooked through. Like I said, that feta I don't really expect to melt, but it made a little bit of progress there. You do have to keep it obviously a little steady so that the cheese doesn't fall off. We're going to slide it onto a plate to rest, and then we'll come back, plate it up with our barbecue sauce and other toppings. All right, Falcons fans, we've got our peach and onion barbecue sauce. I'm going to lay a little bit down on the bottom to start with and just kind of spread that out. Then I'm going to plate up our rested burger with the feta cheese on top. Then we've got, remember, our prosciutto, little fried crisps that we've done before. And then I just got one more little blast of peach. You know what? Sorry. I like a little bit more barbecue sauce. So we're going to go ahead and take a little more of that peach sauce and lay it out right on that feta cheese. Get it from both the top and the bottom. And then we're going to put our prosciutto slices back on there. And then I just got a few more slices of fresh peach, which we're going to put on there. And this gives it, obviously the peach flavor is screaming throughout that barbecue sauce, but then this is one more kind of fresh blast right up on top. And there is our Atlanta Falcons peach burger. All right, Falcons fans, we got our burger, our barbecue sauce, peach barbecue sauce, our feta cheese, our prosciutto, and a little bit more of those peaches, sliced peaches right on top. Let's see how we did. Tough getting through this guy. It's been a pleasure cooking it. And, oh, those layers of goodness. Looks so, so nice. I will see you next time on No Recipe Required. All right, Atlanta fans, I hope you enjoyed my peach and prosciutto burger. This was actually one of my favorites to make. All that peach flavor in the sauce and on top with the salty prosciutto and feta cheese. I think it came together absolutely beautifully and I loved making it. If you haven't checked out the series yet, go ahead, click on the link to the whole NFL burger series. I'm sure you're going to find a few that you love. And also, I'm going to give you another recipe for prosciutto, or using prosciutto here, a chicken saltimbocca. It's absolutely one of my favorite chicken recipes. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the videos that I'm pushing out every single week. And I hope to see you soon on No Recipe Required.